Imagine saving for years to give your wife the perfect anniversary surprise, a cruise across the ocean. Now imagine lying in your cabin sick, while upstairs, your wife celebrates with five sailors and the captain. When I found out, I didn't just expose her. I made sure every single one of them regretted ever stepping foot on that ship. My name is Ethan, 36, a marine engineer from Seattle. I'd spent the last decade building ships, but this cruise was meant to be different. It was our fifth wedding anniversary, and I wanted to give my wife Clara something unforgettable. I had no idea it would be unforgettable, for all the wrong reasons. We boarded the luxury cruise ship Ocean Pearl, full of laughter, champagne, and promises. On the second day, I caught a bad fever. The ship's doctor told me to rest in my cabin for a day or two. Clara promised to stay beside me, holding my hand as she said, "Don't worry, honey. I'll be right here." But that night, when I woke up at 2 a.m., her side of the bed was empty. I thought maybe she went to get water, but minutes turned into an hour. I called her, no answer. I texted, nothing. Then from my balcony, I saw something below deck, a private crew area, dim lights and shadows moving, laughter, whispers, the sound of clinking glasses. My gut twisted. I grabbed a hoodie, left my cabin, and quietly followed the sound. When I got close, I froze. Through the small glass window of the crew lounge, I saw her, Clara, my wife, sitting on a sailor's lap, laughing, surrounded by five uniformed men and the captain himself. They were drinking, dancing, and one of them leaned in far too close. I felt my entire body go numb. I recorded a few seconds on my phone, just enough proof. Then I quietly walked back, my heart pounding like thunder. I didn't confront her that night. No, I wanted her betrayal to destroy her the same way she destroyed me, slowly and in public. The next morning, she returned to the cabin acting innocent, holding a tray of breakfast. "Feeling better, babe?" she asked. I smiled and said, "Much better. Tonight, let's do something special, a little surprise on deck." She smiled, clueless. That was the beginning of my revenge. During the day, I went to the ship's manager, a man I'd met earlier who happened to know my background in ship maintenance. I told him about what I saw, showed him the recording, and explained that the ship's captain and crew were violating both ethics and company code by fraternizing with a guest. He was furious. He asked for permission to use the footage for an internal report. I said yes, but only after I had my moment. That evening, the manager helped me set up a special anniversary announcement in front of the passengers on the main deck. Everyone gathered to watch. Clara looked radiant, expecting a romantic surprise. I took the mic and started calmly. 5 years of marriage, I said, smiling. I thought this cruise would be the happiest moment of our lives, but instead, it showed me who you really are. Confusion spread across her face. Then the screen behind me lit up. The short video played, her laughing and dancing with the sailors, kissing the captain's cheek. Gasps filled the air. Clara's smile shattered. She screamed, "Ethan, stop it!" I said quietly, "I stopped being your husband the moment you became everyone's entertainment." The crowd turned silent. The ship manager walked up, dismissed the captain on the spot, and ordered the sailors off duty. Clara ran off the deck crying, but I didn't follow. I turned to the audience and said, "Loyalty isn't tested in calm seas, it's tested in storms." The video spread online after a few passengers shared it. Within days, it went viral under the title "Wife Exposed on Cruise Anniversary." Clara's family saw it, her friends saw it, even her boss saw it. She tried to apologize, sending me messages like, "Please, I made a mistake." But I didn't reply. When we returned home, I filed for divorce. She lost everything, her dignity, her reputation, and even her job because of the scandal. Meanwhile, I went back to work, focused, silent, stronger. Months later, I got a letter from one of the ship's staff thanking me. Apparently, that crew, the captain and his men, had been doing this with other female passengers too. My exposure got them permanently banned from the cruise line industry. Sometimes revenge doesn't come from rage. It comes from calm planning, from showing people the mirror they've been running from. Clara thought she'd find excitement at sea. Instead, she drowned in her own betrayal. And me? I learned something that day. The ocean might forgive a storm, but trust never forgives betrayal. If you liked the video, please subscribe and turn on notifications.